And then we're also trying out the, not a Rossi, it's a Taurus Model 62. And it's a remake of the Gallery gun. This one's the carbine, so it has a 16-inch barrel. Seems like they hold about a dozen rounds. I like this one particularly because it's got the case hardened finish. And I grew up with a Rossi 22 Gallery gun. Weirdly enough, I kind of always hated it because I wanted a Winchester or a lever action, and Henrys weren't around in those days. So it shot a zillion rounds. I don't know if I ever cleaned it. Probably about a 17 caliber by that point when I got rid of it. But they were super accurate, and they were actually really great. And I've come to regret my youthful decision to get rid of it because it was actually an awesome gun. But anyway, I guess Taurus picked up the rights, or maybe they picked up Rossi. I'm not quite sure what all happened there. We're going to try these out today. Oh, Taurus Model 62 Carbine. We'll try the golden bullets first. The thing I really do like about these is that they're such a little stumpy gun. You know, that to me, even though it's also technically a takedown, which like I mentioned I wouldn't do, but you know, it's just so lightweight, and the stock and everything about it is so thin and tiny. I think it's a really ideal one for new shooters. Any size hand could fit on that.
Okay, 10 rounds in it.
Alrighty.
Let's see. The top target, the bottom. Right?
How about the left version, the left groups?
Oh, you'll go on the bottom target again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, there's that whole other page. Is that it?
That's it.
Looks like. I wasn't keeping track. Oh, wow. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many did you put in there?
It should be 10.
10?
Well, maybe there was
2 or 3. Yeah, boy, I don't know. They just all keep going through the same hole. That's excellent accuracy too, I think. What do you think so far? That's first shots fired since we've owned it.
Yeah, oh, it's a nice one too. Easy to see. You got a bigger bead in the front.
Mm-hmm. That's drinking them up. Oh, that's probably it. I lost track. Okay, Remingtons. I'll go for the bottom one on the left. I have no idea how many that was. One thing I'll tell you is the difference. This thing's still dripping. Is that on my old Rossi, it never had this goofy thing here. You know, that's some idea of a safety, I suppose. You know, in the true fashion, these are quarter cock safeties. And then that's for the people who can't do quarter cocking, I guess. You do.
Nice group.
All right. Wowzer. Little 16-inch barrel. Like I said, I lost track of how many there are there, but I'm pretty impressed. Perfect. Sun's going behind some trees, getting a little bit more shade. I should quit talking and you can count. I think this is more like a 12 shooter, my gut feel. I guess I could look that up online, not have to guess.
Oh, one too many.
No, that should do it.
If it can stay.
If you can just see the tip, yeah.
Yeah. That's like 13.
13? Wow.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, it'll go. It's close. Nope.
Nope.
All right. So you do it. So that first batch were the Remingtons. We're going opposite now. These are all Federals. Because sometimes guns have a preference for their ammo. I don't know if this is one of them. This one?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are all good for a squirrel. Every one of those would have taken home some kind of meat. I think the fun with all these, and with 22s, they're affordable. You can afford to spend some time with them. You know, lots of time, your whole lifetime. But also the ammo's cheap, so you can get a lot of rounds through them. But I think you just have to figure out like how you shoot them, and I think your technique is probably as much as anything. Pretty much all the guns today are high quality, and even most of the ones from yesteryear. And it's just a case of learning how they work. There's a lot to be said for Kentucky windage, and you know, learning just the nature of the gun. There have been a lot of crude sights over the years that have still managed to put food on tables. So yeah, boy, that's a lot. Okay. Well, did the same thing. Just one time. Okay, I'm going to try the Federal groupings. Oh, that's it. Well, I can tell you one thing already. I can't wait to get the grandsons over here to visit, the grandkids. These are going to be a blast. All right, there's my grouping with Federal. I remember pulling that one. That was totally off. Well, I mean, you could argue that maybe the Federals grouped a little bit tighter, but I sure don't know. With eyes like mine, you're lucky to hit this cardboard thing. Okay, shooter impressions. What do you think?
I really like that one.
It's about, I think it's about the same dimensions as your youth model Henry too. I don't remember how many rounds that one holds either, but these are definitely fun guns. I highly recommend. Unfortunately, if you're like me, I thought these things would be around forever. So I always postpone getting one, and then they disappear again. Kind of what happened to Winchesters. Oh yeah, let's compare.
Oh, yeah. The youth model's longer.
Well, if you go from the hammer, I think this is a 13-inch length of pole. I don't think that's a youth size exactly. So if the hammers are more or less the same, the barrels are both about 16, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Which we know how much we love that one. I think that's the style I always wanted as a kid. I should be more grateful because my parents trusted us all with guns when we were young.